out of the executive branch on immigration and everything else. It's like drinking from a fire hose. People don't remember stuff that happened relatively short time ago. What about the Muslim ban? Remember that? I mean, it's only a couple of years, and it was literally the Muslim ban. That's a legal question. What did you think of the Muslim ban, Nadeem?
Well, first of all, I've got to say, I'm a Muslim when it comes to religion. I mean, I'm not a practicing Muslim, or am I, hardcore into it, but I am a Muslim. And so when that first came out, I kind of felt, affected. And at the end of the day, you've seen it come in bits and pieces. Yeah, it's just Muslims from these countries. Well, it's just these people from these countries. But then the question becomes, because it's a step-by-step process, when are they going to come for me? You know what I'm saying? When are they going to make a sweeping change that says, yeah, Nadeem is a citizen, but he's a Muslim, came at this time? Well, maybe we need to keep them out as well. So that's why it was important to speak out at that time and say, no, you can't do that. You can't alienate people by their religion and say that they're a greater danger to the society than everybody in general. So that was kind of scary.
I hate to be silly, but I mean, I don't even think we've talked religion before. When I asked that question, it wasn't even in my brain that you were Muslim. I was just thinking that as a legal change that we saw come through. You raise an interesting question. Is your citizenship that you have is the government or anybody else collaterally stopped from attacking your citizenship? Can anybody do a collateral attack on you being in our country?
No, I don't think on me. I mean, I don't think anything is going to happen in that regard. But it's just one of those thoughts that you keep in the back of your mind, because they are systematically chipping away at those rights. So who knows what tomorrow's executive order will be when it comes to that.
Because a lot of immigration law is executive orders. And we talk in this program a little bit about the different origins of different laws. You have state law, you have county ordinance, so you'll have federal law, and in the federal law, you'll have statutes or those things. You'll also have executive orders to do things. People forget sometimes. So I'm like, me, in terms of my time in the U.S., it's going to be like your kids' Nadeem, because my people were Irish and German immigrants. They came over in about 100 years ago, this part of the last century, and they were treated bad. I mean, the Irish were, thought of as given all the bad jobs and just a bunch of drunks and stupid people. The Germans, my grandfather had bricks thrown through his bakery and other things of anti-German sentiment. So it's kind of weird that many immigrants, when they come in, have this racism against them before they kind of talk like everybody else and look white or Caucasian or wherever else you're supposed to look like, and then they kind of pass. I don't know. That's not really a question. I'm just kind of talking.
And that kind of makes perfect sense. And I've talked about these things with Anna Crossland, who's the president of the International Institute, and she's been doing that job for the past, I think, 150 years. But every single immigrant wave that came to the United States has faced some backlash. And I think that's why it's so important that nowadays that we've got a voice, that we speak up and say that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? That's why we need to step up to the plate and what's not right is not right, and fight those injustices.